Welcome back, Opinion Mostly viewers. This separate video section is going to be specially catered to our NFL picks or pick 'em for the weeks coming forward in the games that we want to pick. You can pick your game, but also be sure to pick your nose. All right. All right. Running through here, we got the rundown for current week 2. Hey, Jim, can you give me that rundown by the afternoon? All right. Nick, what's a rundown? Yeah, anyway.
Oh, yeah, producer Jim. Yeah, yeah. Okay, he said go. He said you're good. He said you're
All
good.
right, cool. Got the rundown here. All right, we got the rundown of our picks through week 2. And Nick and Opinions Mostly fans and viewers, it is a tight race right now. Coming in at first place, 27 points overall. It's going to be this guy on the right here, Nick. Nick's
Let's
leading the
go.
pack here. 27 total picks, or correct picks so far.
That's right.
Coming in second place with 26 points is Aaron.
Oh shit.
And then yours truly, 25.
Oh my
So,
gosh. 25, 26, 27, just like
yeah, I'm
that.
not even joking. Yeah, 25, 26, 27
Do
through
you
two
happen
weeks
to
here.
know which was like the biggest deciding factor? Which pick? Probably not.
Um,
Just thought I'd ask.
yeah, here.
I mean, I know I picked San Francisco. That was probably a different one.
We all picked the Steelers to beat the Seahawks last weekend.
Good.
So that
That's
all we got 0 points on that.
mm,
Um, I lost a point because I picked the Broncos to win. You guys picked the Colts to win.
yeah. Yeah.
Um,
It's dangerous, dude.
it is
Telling you.
dangerous, man. A lot of them are just here and there, but nothing too alarming. Um, yeah, based on what I saw, it wasn't anything too alarming. But it's a tight race, and just like all these NFL games are, they're just tight as fuck.
Yeah.
I think Nick going forward, I think I'm going to take the under on some of these wild projections, like Bills being favored by 12 points. I don't know,
Yeah.
and then the Saints, Niners last week, getting a lot of points, So, all right,
Coming
well,
next time, actually, real quick, we'll with Aaron and whatnot when he gets back, we should do like under overs for fun and just
all
see how
right,
that. Yeah, that could be
okay,
something interesting we can throw
keep
in
track
there.
of that. All right, Nick. So we're doing this show on a Thursday night, unfortunately, just schedules be. We like to get them done before the slate of games start. But we all did confirm that we all picked the Bills to win tonight, and they did. Bills 31, Dolphins 21.
In a
Dolphins look like a
closer race,
formidable team. So
yeah, in a closer race though than we anticipated. I mean,
yeah, like I
21.
said, the Bills were getting 12 and a half points. So Dolphins
Yeah,
covered.
yeah. See, there you go. That's why we should do that. That's fun.
All right. All right.
Um,
Leading into Sunday morning, Fox, 11 a.m. Mountain Time.
mhm.
And wherever the fuck everyone else lives, that it starts at that time.
Yeah.
Packers at the Browns. Packers are in Ohio. Skibbity. Packers are the road favorite by 7.5 points. Over under 41 and a half. Nick, who do you got? Oh, wait, not
Um,
the answer. Let me answer. Yeah, my name's Nick. I'm picking the Cheesehead, the Packers to win it all, baby.
That's right,
Nick,
boy. You know it. Green Bay. And just to put it out there, because if you watched our last video, you would know that I'm gonna pick them in a parlay to cover the 7.5. I'm gonna say the Packers, obviously, for the straight up win, but I think they're gonna cover probably close to like 18 and a half points. Or
yeah.
17 and a half. Let's go 17 and a half for that field goal. They should get 3 touchdowns on them. Joe,
Yeah,
you
so
you
we're
yeah.
talking about an inept Browns offense going against a top three defense with the Micah Parsons effect, going in full effect in Ohio, Skibbity. So I'm taking the Packers to win as well.
The fuck is this bullshit?
Oh, I gotta
You've
show
been
you.
hanging out with 12-year-olds?
It's an internet thing. I'll take the Packers to cover 7.5 too.
All
Um,
right. Let me read Aaron's picks for you because
uh,
I do have them here because he was not able to join us for this segment. Aaron is taking the Packers as well.
okay.
Shocker.
We gotta
Shocker.
get we gotta get his covers here, essentially. Also, just for reference, we are going off of the ESPN spreads and the odds. So every sports book has their own. Hard Rock has their own. Um,
Caesars,
see,
FanDuel, fucking
FanDuel. I was totally going blank there. Like, why am I
that's all
remembering
right.
Hard Rock of all these random sports books? Anyway,
DraftKings. I know. Who the fuck uses
DraftKings.
Hard Rock?
Thank you. DraftKings. Thank you. Colin has a new partnership with
Yeah.
Hard Rock now. They have their own betting app and everything. So
Sponsor us. Sponsor us. No.
sponsor us. Yeah. Colin Coward. Yes.
Colin.
All right, moving on. Colts at the Titans. Indiana's the road favorite at 4.5. Nick, what say you?
Okay, this is gonna be a tough one. Not. Picking Indy. I'm picking also Indy on the straight bet, but the cover of 4.5, I would give them probably 9.5. I think they'll cover 9.5. That's probably safe.
Yeah, seeing how another efficient offense with the Rams came in and took care of business with the Titans. I would go with the Colts as well to cover 4.5. I think it'll be a little tighter. I think it'll be within a tutty. I think it'll be within
Really?
that 6.5 to 7 point range, and might have some late game drama in the witching hour on the Sunday ticket and red zone with this game, possibly if all the cards fall in line
Are
here.
you are you saying that because of Cam Ward or because Tony Pollard in the run game?
Cam Ward,
Yeah.
and you know they only lost by a touchdown in week 1 to the Broncos on the road. So
But I don't really buy into the Titans, honestly. That's tough. This would actually be a good upset game, I
yeah,
think. But I'm still gonna take or excuse me. Oh God, I said it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm still gonna take Indy, and like I said, I'd still take the 6.5, 7.5 points or whatever. Even
is
though
that
it's
your
only four.
final answer?
That's my
Tennessean?
yeah. Danny Dimes. Danny
Oh,
Dimes.
that name's been retired, Nick. It's Indiana Jones.
No. Oh. Oh fuck. I, okay.
Just saying, man. Dun, dun,
Indiana.
dun,
Uh,
dun, dun, dun,
Aaron's
dun.
Aaron's pick for this game is no surprise. It's gonna be the Colts. That's what he's saying. He's saying Colts.
Okay.
Ride that pony.
All right, now we got ride that pony. Next game on the slate here: Bengals at the Vikings. Now, interesting. This could be a very interesting game and matchup. We have two teams that are depleted with injury at the quarterback position. Jake Browning, the Sacramento local native, will be starting for the Bengals. Went to Folsom High School and tore it up in Folsom. So Jake Browning will be starting with the Bengals, but the Bengals still have the plethora of offensive weapons that they have: Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Chase Brown, their tight end as well. And then we got Carson Wentz
Yeah.
starting for the Vikings. And Nick, I gotta let you in a little bit of info here, man.
Um,
Carson Wentz grew up in the Minnesota area and grew up a Vikings fan.
you know what's funny is I didn't even know you were gonna say that, I swear. And I was about to go, is it the fact that he's a Vikings fan and he's from there?
Yep. Um, Scott was relaying to me he heard an interview where Carson Wentz was like, "Oh yeah, when they walked me into the training facility for the first time to sign my contract, I felt like a kid in the candy store again. I felt like
Yeah,
myself growing up as a Vikings fan that
I
I
love it.
was." So that's a little tidbit of information there.
Um,
Um, Nick, who do we got here? The spread right now is Minnesota by 2.5. If you recall, the generic value that a home team gets if it's an equal matchup is 3.5 points. So that
mhm.
the fact they're getting 2.5 means Vegas has
It,
some questions with maybe if the Bengals can still perform at that high level with the backup quarterback on the road.
yeah, it's a battle of the backups, and the reason why I'm going to pick the Minnesota Vikings, even though uh is because of Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz is tried and true. He's been around the league for a long time. He's like you said, like I was gonna drop a bomb. He loves the Vikings. He's a Vikings man. I'm taking the Vikings. I'm also gonna take them for 6.5 points. I know it's only 2.5, but I'm taking for 6.5. They'll win by a touchdown. They should.
Yeah,
I
I'm
hope.
taking the Vikings as well. I think Carson Wentz, just with the plethora of experience he has, he'll be able to step into that role. Jake Browning, obviously, I mean, he won some games last year for the Bengals, but still a quintessential developing quarterback in the backup role. There's some picks last game too that were even though they won, it's like ooh, it was right there for the taking. I'll take the Vikings to win this. Shout out to Scott. He's up in Minnesota. We'll be at that game at
Yeah,
the
we
Loud
got
House.
we got the
Uh,
Scott Luck going on our side.
yeah,
Um,
Skull.
It's also worth noting if you watch our last episode, Aaron Jones is out this game.
Hmm.
He's on the IR list here. But their backup, Jordan Mason, he can still run the ball.
Yes.
They'll probably do a lot of if they can get the run game going, they're gonna be a play action team for this. Carson Wentz is good at that. So
Hmm.
even more reason why I'm picking the Vikings. All right, let's do Aaron's pick. Let's see here. What does he got here? Oh, the Vikings. Okay.
Shocker. Another clean sweep here.
I
Moving
feel like
on. What's that?
I feel like he should change that answer, but he's not here to change that answer.
Yeah, that's fair. Moving on here, in the early window, we got the Steelers at the Patriots in Foxborough. Pittsburgh is the road favorite by 1.5 points. What say you, Nick?
Okay, this is gonna be a tough game, and 1.5 points means that it could go either way. I really want to believe in May more than I want to believe in Aaron Rodgers. I do love Aaron Rodgers. I respect him, not as much as you love Aaron Rodgers, but it is in Massachusetts, so I'm gonna take New England to take the win on this.
Okay. Yeah, I mean Drake May had a hell of a game last game outing against the Dolphins on the road. Three touchdowns, if I recall correctly, were thrown.
That's right.
Obviously, the Patriots are growing and developing him. I'm gonna roll with the Road Dog Steelers because Aaron Rodgers is my guy. I
Shocker.
think the Steelers are an older, more experienced team. The Patriots are young and developing, growing team. So I could see them trying to exploit Drake May and getting into some defensive errors that maybe this mediocre slash under average old AF defense that the Steelers have. But maybe they actually looking kind of good. So I'm gonna take the Steelers with this one, straight up.
I mean, it could go
Field
either way.
goal.
Field goal. Yeah, yeah. That's why it's 1.5. Yeah, makes
Mhm.
sense. Aaron, he's sticking with me on this one. He's going with the Pats. So
Okay.
got on Aaron.
All right, moving on. The probably one of the more interesting morning games matchups here. The LA Rams take on the Philadelphia Eagles in Philly, Lincoln Financial Field. The spread right now is 3.5 points. Nick, what say you?
Okay, once again, this is another tough fucking game. I don't like that they're only giving away 3.5 points. I wish that it was more to make me feel more comfortable in my Philadelphia Eagles pick. Rams are dangerous. They're an older team now, in my opinion. They're not clicking, I think, as well, but it is only week 2. Philadelphia still has the dangerous run game, which I'm looking forward to watching Saquon go crazy. Um, I'm taking Philadelphia and Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, there's a million reasons why that anyone and America's pick can be the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm sticking with the Rams though. Um, the Rams and the Eagles have been playing each other a lot last couple of years, kind of similar to how the Rams and the Packers have been playing each other as well a lot. Last year we played them twice, once in the regular season on that Sunday afternoon where Saquon went ham for like 400 yards, won by 20 or 15 points, and then obviously the playoff matchup we were just one pass away, one reception away from upsetting the Eagles. Um, Rams defense got a year older and a year better. So I'm very happy with what they can provide and the looks they can provide to Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown. Give me the Rams on this one. It's gonna be a tight one. I think they'll cover though. I think it'll be like a 4 to 5 point game, 20 to 16 or something like that.
Yeah, that's fair. It could be a low scoring game. Yeah,
Hmm.
who knows? What is the under over on that? Just out of curiosity.
44.5.
44.5.
A lot of these
That's
games I'm going through, everything is either between 41 and 45.5.
See, those are the enticing ones for bettors that want to go and play the over under because that is a reasonable score to like get over, but it's
Hmm.
also dangerously spooky that they're all less than 50 points in the over under.
Yeah, I agree with you on that too. Like no blowouts. I mean, I think the anomaly last week was the Lions and the Bears.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a couple of 70 scored games. All right. Aaron, he has oh shit. Believe it or not, he's picking the Rams from the
Wow.
upset in the upset.
I was waiting for him to pick the Eagles on that one.
Yeah, no, he's picking the Rams in that upset.
All
So,
right.
okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
All
You
right.
like
Well, next game we got, I think this will be pretty straightforward. We got the Jets at Tampa Bay. Tampa is the home favorite by 6.5. What say you, Nick?
I say Bucks. I mean, Justin Fields isn't in the game. That's going to hurt them. Baker Mayfield does what Baker Mayfield does. He's going to put on a show, especially at home, especially against a team that has no starting quarterback. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. 100% Bucks will win this one. Jets still learning how to win, how to grow and develop as a team. Aaron, what's his name? Glenn, just trying to reestablish and build that culture in New York. I don't even need to look. I think Aaron's picking the Bucks too.
yeah, yeah, you're right. I don't even have to read it.
I
Yeah.
don't think we need to read it there. This one's 43.5 total.
That could go over. That could go over just because I think Baker could put up like 5 touchdowns with his team. Bucky
Pro-
Irving can get you.
Whenever Godwin gets healed, gets back and fully healthy, they're gonna have the best wide receiver tangent in the league. I mean, so between Godwin,
Yeah,
uh, then Jigba, and then Mike Evans, and then their tight end's pretty decent too, and he can catch some balls as well.
not in
So
Jigba, but the rookie.
yeah,
Ig-
is that not? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm thinking of someone else. Yeah, it's
Something like that. No, Njigba is the Seattle guy. Oh my gosh, Igbuka or something like that.
Mbuka, yeah, from Ohio State, the Samoan
Um,
guy.
yeah, all right, that's a wash. Watch that be the upset of the weekend that
Right?
all
I know,
coming.
right? Especially gutsy wins the Bucks have had the first 2 weeks.
Yeah,
All right, moving in here. Raiders at the Commanders. Right now the Commandos are the favorite at home, 3.5. What say you, Nick?
Jaden Daniels. He's a big question mark with that possible knee injury and all that stuff that he's got going on. If Vegas needs to win a game, this would be the game that they win to show they got the balls. What'd you say, 3.5?
3.5. And before you make your pick, Ian Rappaport, rap sheet, he's reporting that MRI was negative on his knee, and he's been diagnosed with just a sprained knee.
Mm. Well,
Right now, Commanders are considering him day to day, so it sounds like it might be a game time decision for him.
yeah, he's not going to be super mobile. So, in based on what you told me, actually, I'm going to pick the Raiders too. I'm going to take the Raiders. Yeah,
Yeah. Marcus Mariota is the backup, so he'll be getting those reps
yeah,
with the
not
ones
not,
this week in practice.
not super confident in that.
Um, I got another friend named Dave. He's flying out to DC on Friday to go see the Raiders play. He's a hardcore Raiders fan as well, so he's got some friends out in the DC area. They're Raider fans as well, so they're gonna all go to the game together.
That's
I
cool.
told Dave just prepare to have one of the shittiest stadium experiences of your life because FedEx Field is always voted as the worst stadium next to the Coliseum in the NFL, at least just the stadium experience and everything being washed out. I'm going to take the Raiders to win this one. I think they have a bounce back game. I think Geno will have a bounce back game. I mean, the Chargers is one of the best. They're probably a top 10 defense in the league, and it's a divisional opponent, so obviously they're studying and studying.
No, you didn't mean
Um,
the Chargers, right?
huh?
You
What's that?
you said Chargers.
Yeah, the last week he's gonna have a bounce back from last week against the
From the
Chargers.
Chargers. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
from the Chargers. So, and to your point, even if Jaden Daniels plays, I think it's gonna be limited. They got that big beast in the middle that the Raiders have that he's gonna be head hunting for sure.
Hell yeah.
Um, I'm totally blanking on his name right now. What's his damn name?
Crosby.
Crosby, Mason Crosby. Then
Max.
their defense looks pretty solid. Aaron ran that down on the last episode, so I'm gonna take the Raiders to allegedly upset the Commandos on this one.
I love your shout out to Mason Crosby. Mason Crosby was the old Packers kicker. Max Crosby, yes, he will
Max
be.
Crosby, thank you.
It's no surprise here that Aaron is going with the Raiders as well. He did put a skull with the crossbones emoji in his text message. I think that's because it's the Raiders, not because like he's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm dead." Like,
Nah, I think it's the Raiders. It's
but
the Raider, like the Raiders emoji essentially.
yeah, Raider Nation.
Moving on here, still in the early window. Falcons at the Panthers. Panthers 0-2, Falcons 1-1. Right now, Atlanta's the dog or the road favorite 5.5. Division game, NFC South. What say you, Nick?
Okay, this is also another tough game. Uh, Carolina, Bryce has been putting up numbers. They haven't been
Hmm.
able to win a game. This would be a game that they could win, especially at home. They need to have a win. Atlanta, I'm not in love with Michael Penix, so I'm gonna take Carolina on this one.
Okay, underdogs here, man. Yeah, I was sold on Carolina coming into the season. I was like, yeah, they're gonna have a huge comeback season, the team collectively. But I've been watching the first two games, and if you want to blame the thunderstorm delay on the first game as troublesome, I can get it. But I watched that Cardinal game all the way through. I'm like, there's just still missing pieces here. I'm gonna take Falcons, safe choice here, and I think the Falcons can just do enough to outperform the Panthers, and I think they have better personnel as well.
Yeah, you got the number one fantasy draft pick on that team, so
That's true, man. And Kyle Pitts, whenever he's supposed to take off, right? They keep
Yeah,
saying that every year with him.
yeah, every year. It's gotten ridiculous. Um, Aaron, Aaron is also taking the birds. He's going with Atlanta to beat Carolina,
Okay.
and I can't blame him for it. The over on that is 44 and a half, which I think will be under
Under.
40,
I think I'm taking the under on that one too. If I were to bet
a
on that,
lot closer
I
than
can see
me.
the Falcons covering though. 5.5. That's just 2 field goals.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways,
It's close. It'll be close though. All right, moving on. Last game in the morning window, we have the Texans at the Jaguars. This will be an interesting game.
yeah,
Jacksonville is the home favorite, 1.5.
yeah.
What say you?
Um, for that reason, I'm gonna go with Jacksonville too. I was talking to Trev Law. I still love Trev Law. I think he's got a lot of talent. Houston, like you said, got no offensive line, so they're looking kind of rough. I think Jacksonville with ETN also gets it done. He's putting up numbers. If you watched our last episode, Aaron talks about how ETN's in the top five. I think he's like two or three in
Yeah.
rushing yards. Jacksonville is going to run all over that Houston defensive line.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Jags as well. Safe bet. Jags look like they've taken that next step forward, even though they lost last week to the backup Jake Browning on the Bengals. Um, but there's the argument to say the Bengals still have better player personnel around their roster. Yeah, questions with the Texans offensive line, of course. I've covered it and lamented that here last couple of weeks. CJ Stroud can only run so much before, you know, the this pocket collapses. So I'm gonna take the Jags on this one.
Yeah, tickets are as low as $36 if you want to go to a Jacksonville game.
Okay.
Aaron is actually going to take the Texans on this one with that upset alert here.
Okay. Okay.
I did
Okay.
not really see coming from him, but he's taking Houston. He believes in him.
Shit. Okay. Well,
So now we've
that's
all taken at least one different team.
yeah. All right, moving on here. First game of the afternoon window, we got the Broncos at the Chargers.
Fuck.
Right now, the Chargers are the home favorite by 2.5. Well, home,
Yeah, right.
2.5 points. What say you, Nick?
Oh man, dude, low scoring game. I think. I know Herbert's been putting up numbers and stuff, and I love Lad McConkey. This is a thinker for me. I'm gonna see what Aaron. I'm just gonna tell you right now. Aaron's taking the Chargers. Oh, fuck. What are you taking? Who are you taking? I'm gonna
I'm taking
pass.
the Chargers as well. I think I've seen enough from them through these first 2 weeks to really say that Justin Herbert has taken that next step forward. Jim Harbaugh is that guy when it comes to coaching and game planning. That defense that the Chargers have, really good. They're missing Khalil Mack for a couple of weeks with that sprained shoulder, that sprained elbow he had from the last week. Um, I I'm also going to take the under of 45.5. I'm going to take that. I'll take the Chargers to win by 3 to 4 points.
Shit. Made that even. I was hoping you were gonna say Denver. Okay, I'm gonna say Bo Nix and Cortland Sutton dial it in. They score more points than we expect them to. They'd still be the under. I'll take Denver to win in a close game, but I would take Los Angeles, not minus 2.5, actually. It'll be a field goal, so I'm gonna take Denver on an upset alert here.
All right. There you have it right there. That'll be a good one too, though. The Broncos and Chargers. AFC West got some good teams in there.
Yeah.
Moving on here, throwaway game. Saints at the Seahawks. Seahawks are a 7.5 point favorite.
Mhm.
What we got, Nick?
I'm just gonna save us some time here. I'm gonna go Seattle, and so is Aaron. We're both taking Seattle on this one.
I'm gonna take Seattle as well. Sam Darnold's gonna throw for like 300 yards. I think this is gonna be one of those explosive games.
Yeah.
I think, and then the Seattle defense is just gonna be able to contain
Yeah.
Rattler.
Okay. Spencer Radler, are we like fans of him? Like what's our opinion on this guy right now?
Well, he was a loudmouth in college when he got the NIL, and then he had to transfer because he was absolute dog shit.
Hmm.
He did get drafted in the NFL in the fourth or fifth round. Rattler is a project. He's a project quarterback. He
Yeah.
played some games last year in filling in, but this is his first full year starting.
Yeah.
And the backup is the rookie that they drafted out of Louisville, who's supposed to be this prodigy quarterback. But, in training camp, Spencer Rattler won the job. So obviously
Yeah.
he's allegedly the better, more prepared quarterback. Rattler, he's a project quarterback, Nick. There's just not enough information. Let's see how he performs at the end let's see. Let's look at him after the season concludes, and because it's not all him, the Saints just stink. Let's just be honest. The Saints
Yeah.
just stink. So
Yeah, even Alvin Kamara, he's like he's past his prime. So
he is. Um, yeah, it'd be a good pickup in fantasy if you needed like a replacement running back on a bye week or something. But yeah, in terms of that reliable starter that he had been for a while, I think he's lost a step or two. But yep.
will
So we're
Seattle cover 7.5?
I think so. They're home of the 12th man, the birds up there. I think they can cover the 7.5.
Okay.
All right. NFL or Fox game of the week here. How is this the Fox game of the week? Anyway, Cowboys at the Bears in
Mhm.
Chicago.
Mhm.
Dallas is the road favorite by a point and a half. That is
Mhm.
interesting.
Yeah, that's weird.
What say you, Nick?
Okay. I am taking Dallas. I'm taking Dak Prescott. I'm taking CeeDee Lamb. They're gonna be able to seal this game and expose that Chicago defense that was supposed to be so good, but it is just kind of mediocre in my opinion. Dallas, they'll cover the points. I would take them for even more. This is the highest over under I think of the whole entire
Yeah,
weekend.
that's another wild thing. 50 and a half. Like,
Yeah, and how are they only giving up 1.5 points? I'm
hmm
curious as to, like, Vegas, what do they see? What is going on? What's the backroom conversations, the locker room conversations that we don't know about?
Let me give you my perspective on that, Nick, if I
Yeah,
can just swivel my
yeah.
way in here.
Get your way in there, boy.
Well, I think that Dallas has shown through the first 2 weeks that their offense looks pretty potent and strong, and they can score the ball at will when they want to, and they can also score the ball whenever CD Lamb decides to catch the ball as well. So I think Dallas has proven enough on the offensive side of the ball that they can score and be in these shootout games. Right, the defense is sus ever since Micah's gone. How is Russ throwing up 450 yards against like come on,
Yeah,
this is wild,
yeah, it is.
and and the Eagles were able to score on that defense, no problem, easy peasy. So I think they're looking at it that maybe the Cowboys defense isn't as strong as we think, and maybe Ben Johnson could figure out some openings for Caleb, if assuming Caleb stays on script here. So I think that's what Vegas is potentially looking at here. But
Interesting.
in the same exact breath that I give you that this could be a shootout game where Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams actually look a little bit better and get better each week, this can also be a situation where the Cowboys just run the table and go like 30 score, win the game 35-10, like just
Yeah,
because how shitty the Bears are.
yeah, that's good. Yeah.
So I'm gonna
So
take the Cowboys as well. I'm gonna take the
okay.
Cowboys and they'll cover. I think it's not gonna be that close, a point and a half. I think Cowboys will win by 10 points comfortably.
Well, let me stop you right there.
Not so fast.
My name's Aaron Quillen, okay? I am the hammer. I'm going to say Caleb Williams dials it in, and we're going Chicago, baby.
Chicago with
Chicago.
the upset.
Chicago with the upset.
Would that not be the most Cowboy thing though? Like come to
That would be
Chicago, America game of the week in the afternoon window, and they play the lowly Bears, and the Bears upset them. Like
that would be
that'd just
fun.
be the most Cowboys thing to do, though. Like,
Yeah.
just
The lowest ticket price right now is 233, and that
yeah,
is the most expensive ticket of the weekend. That's ridiculous in my
that's the
opinion.
Cowboy. That's the effect of the Cowboys, man.
Cowboys, yeah. Jerry Jones knows how to make money, but he doesn't
Dak
know.
Prescott.
But they'll win this one.
I
But
think so.
Aaron says Chicago.
Okay, all right. Coming up here, our last afternoon game: Cardinals at the Niners. Brock Purdy is still going to be out. Kittle's still going to be out. McCaffrey's healthy. Mac Jones dialing it in and with the Saints. 39 pass attempts against the Saints in the Superdome and getting the win. Right now, a divisional game, so there's that. 2.5 point favorite for the Niners to win. What say you, Nick?
I'm going to unfortunately pick Arizona to win this game. I don't like that Arizona's 2-0, and it's hard for me to say they're going to be 3-0. But Niners right now, they got question marks all over the place. Like you said, injuries. You got Mac, and I love watching Mac play. I do. I do like watching him play. I don't know why. It's nothing like really to like pay too much attention to there, but he can be dangerous. He can be he's a game manager. He's a game manager. But I think Arizona's going to be able to scramble all around San Francisco, and I think that's going to cause San Francisco to be shooken up, even at home. So I'm going, and Arizona's close enough to Santa Clara that there might be
Fans can
some
travel.
yeah, there might be some Cardinal fans in there. So I'm gonna take Arizona.
So right now, according to ESPN Analytics, the fan predictor, they're picking 51.5% of the fans are picking Arizona to win,
That's close.
48% for the Niners.
Yeah.
Um, I think I'm going to take the Niners to win this one.
Fuck.
I think Matt Jones showed enough last week against the Saints that he's still a capable quarterback, at least in the backup role temporarily until Brock Purdy gets back. Niners still have that defense: Fred Warner, Nick Bosa, and company on the other side, so they'll be able to try to contain Kyler and his legs, maybe throw a QB spy on him with Fred Warner. I think the Cardinals just come up short. They'll just Cardinal it against the Niners, especially watching the Panther game and how disciplined they were on the last drive with all the penalties they committed on the defensive side of the ball. It's just undisciplined team. So I'm gonna take the Niners to win. They'll cover that spread too. I think they'll win like 16-10, 20-16, somewhere around there.
Are you looking at McCaffrey doing anything?
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna run him. They're gonna throw him in the flat. They're gonna run the screen passes for him. They're gonna keep McCaffrey as active as possible, I think, until he
Hmm.
gets inevitably hurt. Um, at what point, that's when you pick up Brian Robinson from fantasy. All right. Interesting Sunday night football game here, Nick.
Wait,
We got
wait,
the.
Aaron's pick. Aaron's
Oh,
pick.
I'm sorry. What did Aaron pick?
He's not here. He doesn't know. Aaron is taking the Cardinals.
Okay, we got two for the Cardinals,
So
one for the Niners.
it almost makes me want to change my answer, but it's okay.
Okay. Interesting Sunday night football matchup. We have the Chiefs at the Giants in
Mm,
East Rutherford, New Jersey. Kansas City is a 6.5 point favorite. Here's what the injury report is for the Chiefs right now.
mm. This could be an interesting one. They're all kind of interesting, but
All right, Kansas City Chiefs injury status here. Xavier Worthy is questionable. Worthy remained limited at practice Thursday.
Mhm.
Okay. Defensive ends questionable. Head coach Andy Reid told reporters that Mike Dana won't practice Wednesday. Official reports. Okay. September 18th. That was like 2 days ago. Okay, so we'll go back to the 14th. Okay, cool. Bunch of people on IR, tight end, safety, linebacker, offensive tackles on IR, defensive ends on IR. They got a lot of people on IR from the defensive side.
Yeah.
Okay. But my big question was what's Xavier Worthy status? And he's questionable. He was limited at practice today on Thursday. They have 2.5 days to prep, Friday, Saturday, and then half day on Sunday, since it's Sunday night football. So that's what we're looking at. Chiefs are still a 6.5 point favorite on the road. Nick, what say you?
Okay, I'm going to go with Kansas City. I don't want to, but I think Russell Wilson's had a great year so far. Really, he has, even though it doesn't reflect it. But I think Pat Mahomes and Kelsey kind of get dialed in because they cannot afford to lose this game. So I'm taking Kansas City, and it's not really an upset, I guess. I'm taking Kansas City.
Yeah, Kansas City. So the Chargers have 2 wins in the division. The Broncos are 1-1. Giants are 1-1. And right now, the Chargers hold the tiebreaker since they beat the Chiefs week
Yeah,
one. So yeah, if they go down 0-3, that's a big hole for them to try and get out of to try and win the division.
no way they're letting that happen.
With that being said, I'm taking the Giants to upset here.
Fuck. Okay.
I'm taking the Giants to upset, and I think you saw what the Giants offense is capable of against the Cowboys with a mediocre defense. And with all those defensive pieces that are out for the Chiefs, I think this could open stuff up for the Giants and their passing game is more specifically. Maybe get Cam Scatterby going, man. I love watching Cam Scatterby play. Oh, it's great.
I know, a little chunk, dude.
Oh yeah, he's great. I love him. He's gonna run through a brick wall for you. Also, the Giants defense, I think they can contain Mahomes and Kelsey. I think the Giants, they got a good front seven. It's just completely their front seven is just being completely overshadowed by how ass their offense is. So I mean, this would be a chance for them to their defense to really get after it for the Chiefs. So I'm gonna take the Giants to win, and I take them to cover 6.5 points. That's gonna be a close game.
Fuck. Okay. I want to note one thing. The New York refs love Kansas City. Okay. Kansas City's gonna win. But Aaron is
But
also agreeing with you, Joe. He is taking the
oh,
Giants as well. So
okay.
he made a call. He made a call to New York and he said, "Hey, or New Jersey, but New York, New Jersey."
Hmm.
Said, "Hey, how are we gonna call this game?" And they said, Chiefs ain't gonna fucking win a game in the third week. They're gonna go 0-3.
Now, I'm curious if Aaron picked that out of the Chiefs hate or if he legitimately believes the Giants have a chance here.
I think that Russell Wilson bit that he did
Mhm.
changed his mind, and I think he's just a Russell Wilson fan. So
Oh, it's like I think Russ has shown in the past that he's good for like 3 to 5 games where he just balls out completely, and then the other
yeah,
3 to 5 games, it makes you wonder when's Jackson Dart going to start.
yeah, 3-5, and then he's only going 2-5. So this is
Yeah.
he's dropping this one. No.
So yeah, I'm going to take the Giants along with Aaron there, and that'll be entertaining. That'll be, dude, overreaction Monday if that happens. It'll be wild.
I know. I know that's gonna be wild.
All right, and then we got a good one Monday night. Monday Night Football, Lions at the Ravens. This is
Mm.
the highest point total, Nick, 53.5
Oh, okay.
total.
There you go.
I didn't scroll down far enough. My bad. Baltimore is the home favorite, 4.5. What say you?
Uh, well, fuck the Lions. I'm gonna go with Baltimore. Baltimore has proven that they're gonna be able to get to the Super Bowl. They're gonna prove it with this win early on in the season. It's only gonna like build their reputation. So go Baltimore. They're gonna win.
Did these two teams play each other last year? I feel like they did.
Shit, I don't know. Fuck, you asked me about last year.
I know.
What
Last
happened
year, right?
last week?
Who did I pick? Let's see here. I mean, it's gonna be a good game if the Lions perform the way they did. Um, right
Let's see.
now, 2/3 of the voting public are picking the Ravens to win. I'm inclined to agree. I think the Ravens will win as well. I think the Ravens are just showing, even in that loss against Buffalo, that they're just a dominant squad. And as long as Derrick Henry doesn't fumble and Lamar just keeps it in the pocket and nice and accurate with his throws, um, might be an opportunity to slice and dice that defense that Detroit loves so much. So yeah, I'm gonna take the Ravens to win this one. They'll cover 4.5.
This is this is really weird. Okay, I just Googled since you asked that Baltimore versus Lions 2024. I'm reading this directly from the AI overview. The Detroit Lions did not play the Baltimore Ravens in 2024. Rather, they played in September 2025 when the Lions beat the Ravens 29 to 26 in a thrilling overtime game on a field goal by Michael Badgley. What the fuck?
Did the script leak? Take a screenshot of that. Take a picture of that.
What the fuck, dude? Okay, hold on. Wait, can I just show you this on my. Tell me if you can see it.
I see it. It's a little blurry, but I do see it. Okay. Yeah, we're take a screenshot of that because that's wild.
What the fuck? Okay,
So
hold on.
so so what did AI say is going to win? The Ravens?
No, Lions beat the Ravens 29 to 26. Okay, right now, opinions mostly. I'm going to place this bet right now for this game to end like this, and we could be millionaires because I'm gonna put
Okay.
like $1,000 on it. There's no, what the fuck is that, dude? What the
That's a
fuck is that?
the glitch in the matrix. We found it. We found a glitch in the matrix.
Oh my God. At M&T Bank Stadium.
Okay. All right.
That except it says securing the Lions' first win. Oh, at M&T Bank Stadium since 2020,
Hmm.
2012.
Put the bet in. Submit it right now while the odds are still good.
Yeah, okay. I'm what the fuck is that, dude?
This is
What?
AI. We found a glitch in the matrix. Well, before you put that bet in, Nick, who is Aaron picking?
Aaron's picking the Lions. Aaron must be a time traveler.
Okay, yeah. You might be a time traveler. Okay.
What the?
Wow.
Okay.
So this is wild. This is breaking news on opinions mostly
Yeah,
here.
this is an opinions mostly first. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Let's bookmark this fucking episode because that's
Oh no,
fucking
it's getting posted for sure. Yeah. All right. Well, that concludes our picks for this week, everyone. Be sure to tune in next week and especially Monday night if this plays out to fruition. This is wild. This is wild. So, on behalf of the Hammer Aaron and Mr. Shark Tank over here, I am Joe Special Teams. We will see you on the next one.
Yeah, let's go, boys. Let's go.